Again, Abim, thank you for joining me. For
Yeah.
those that haven't met you yet, could you give a quick overview of who you are and your role at Jobelyn?
Okay, so my name is Abimbola Okubena. I'm a co-founder of Jobelyn Incorporated. We're manufacturers of a unique wellness supplements made from sorghum. This sorghum use has been used in West Africa for over hundreds of years.
Mhm.
And I saw my dad, uh, bring it into the house, use it to treat one or two people. I got very inquisitive and interested in what he was doing. So my background based in chemical engineering and sciences was curious enough to say, how does it really work? And this was out of me reading, watching magazine and getting involved or getting to see how a biotech company could create a product that was doing 2 billion back then.
Mhm.
And I saw my dad do almost the same thing. And I thought, okay, this could be the natural version of the biotech product that's doing practically the same thing. So, interestingly, we got involved with the university's pharmaceutical department. We asked
Mhm.
them questions about how herbs, vegetables, and things are converted into products, and that's how we started a wellness manufacturing products industry.
Amazing. Um, okay, that was a little bit about the second question that I was going to ask. Apart from that, was there anything else that inspired you for this brand? Because it's very unique.
Well, one of the most inspiring things was the fact that it was natural.
Uh huh.
And over the years of learning how pharmaceutical products always have what you call issues around it doing good.
Okay.
There is no TV pharmaceutical advert that you will watch and you won't see at the end it would cost this, 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 and this.
Yes.
It's already done good. It's already done good. And again, it does a lot of issues. So
Uh huh.
learning and understanding what natural product is oh, there are natural ingredients that can actually do the same things without harming the body. So that was one of the first infatuating interest in natural products and putting them as natural as possible
Hmm.
to for the people.
Hmm. What has been your mission at Javelin that you've worked to bring it to a broader market?
It's just to like put out the natural product in its natural form, and most importantly, to add the science around it. Because for a lot of educated people, you don't want a product or you don't want to use something that is not as standardized as possible. So no matter how natural it is, my aim and purpose was to try and find some science around it. So it's replicable, you can actually test it and it will always give the same results
Uh-huh.
always. So that's my main goal coming into this kind of product, being able to like put science around natural product that is replicable.
Is it one single product or is it multiple products that you guys
So
produce?
it's one single product, but
Hmm.
we've got other products that we're working on to bring
Okay.
into the market for other things that what other issues that people go through
Hmm.
on a regular basis. Yeah.
What would you say is the main benefit of this product?
So there's a trifecta main benefits. So it's a
Okay.
natural antioxidant which helps with the aging process, slows down the aging process, gives you energy. And then the second benefit will be the anti-inflammatory properties that is got, which tackles and deals with things like high blood pressure, fasting blood sugar level, diabetes, and the immunomodulation part of it, which helps or just singularly helps the body to help itself. The red blood cells, the white blood cells, once those two main functions of the blood are at optimum, your body will do itself by itself. So those are the three trifecta benefits: natural antioxidants, immunomodulation, and anti-inflammatory properties of sorghum.
Okay. I love products that have multiple benefits inside because sometimes you end up
Yeah,
you end up taking like five vitamins or more a day, and it gets annoying.
annoying. Yeah, it's a little bit technical when you have to take this, take this, take this.
Yes.
Apparently, the medieval story around the sorghum we make was, in my language, they call it bobo nishe. Bobo nishe means this is one product that does
Oh,
everything,
good.
and that was the curiosity we had then. That how could one plant that is prepared in a particular way cure so many things?
Hmm.
So it was the interest of learning the science around it that took us to where we could actually break down the anti-inflammatory properties by being able to look at what you call NK cell activation. It's a pharmaceutical pharmacognosy indication around how it helps your immunity in the antioxidant parts and the immunomodulation part. So if you combine all those three benefits, it's almost like, oh, it handles everything in your body
Exactly.
because it will handle your red blood cells, your white blood cells, it will handle anti-inflammation, and it will handle. So it's almost like, oh, the way the medieval people used to call it, feed all plants. But we've been able to now break down the science around it and
Hmm.
being able to put empirical data to like sustain that, that notion of a plant being able to do everything.
Now let's talk about some early challenges, if there were some. Um,
Yeah,
so what
yeah.
were the biggest challenges at the beginning of Jobelyn to bring it to the
Fun,
market?
funding to be able to do all the sciences. Every kind of clinical trial and scientific validation that you want to do,
Hmm.
it
Hmm.
will cost you so much money. The
Okay.
first clinical trial we did, which was a subtle clinical trial based on, it was called borderline anemia.
Okay.
It was such a simple clinical trial for just like 25 to 30 people, and it was $78,000 to come
Oh
to do that kind of
wow.
a. So you can imagine what happened to raise the money internally
Uh huh.
and now use whatever we have. Not too many people can actually give you the funds to do that, knowing fully well you're just developing a unique product that nobody knows about.
Hmm.
Think about it this way: 6, 7 years ago, nobody knew about ashwagandha coming out from India.
Right.
None.
Hmm.
But they've been using it in India for over 60 to 70 years. So it took a lot of energy for people to do science and all the validation of ashwagandha to help stress,
Hmm.
take it to the world, and now it's now taking over. So it's
Yeah.
the same kind of process we're going through to bring sorghum to the world, but we've got to spend so much funds to get the sciences and get it out there for peer-reviewed, journal to be able to put it inside the scientific world. It was very difficult.
It was
So
very.
that's one of the biggest challenges. Yeah, we took it on ourselves, and yeah, we got to where we are.
Hmm. How many trials do they make you do?
Well, what we wanted to do was not that. It's not that the FDA or all those regulatory bodies make you do trials. We wanted to do what you
Okay.
call self-regulation.
Got
You
it.
do it intentionally so that you put it out there, so that anybody tests and puts your products subjected to them sciences, they will get to see results. So it's almost like because the FDA does not have a kind of pharmaceutical regulations for natural product. And we wanted to put ourselves in that position where we have all those results out there for people to be able
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
see and understand. We even had one time the National Cancer Institute and NIH take our products and do evaluation on it and now put out not that they put out the report, they made mention of the trifecta benefit of sorghum as it relates to cancer patients and now came out and said, apart from all the trifecta benefits, we got chemo preventive properties also. That's such a new
Oh,
avenue that
okay.
we've not even checked into. But based on what the NIH and the NCI did,
Uh huh.
they're able to now say, okay, we can look in that direction, what they've already done, because the NIH and NCI have been mandated to find things that will help cancer patients and alleviate whatever issues are going to. So I think they were just open to like seeing all the science they've done, taking the product and now subjecting it to that's how they came up to it.
Hmm. Hmm. That's awesome because it's, yeah, again, like something that you could learn a little bit more about your product doing
So
these studies,
exactly.
or improve it in the future, if anything, like if you find
Future,
anything.
yeah,
So
yeah,
great for companies to do this, even if it's not required.
yeah.
Hmm. um in regards with natural supplements, you know that there's a lot of, as you mentioned, education to do. So how have you approached educating people about this product?
That's one key question that is very important to us, and what we've been trying to do is go to a lot of exhibitions. We've been
Mm-hmm.
to the Natural Expo East, Natural Expo West, Supply Side East, and just of late, I'm trying to get what you call a marketing PR push to be able to tell the story
Mm-hmm.
from the inception at the science, and now let's get the information out there. Like I told you, one of, like you said, the
Mm-hmm.
challenges again is telling the story to the public.
Yeah.
Social media is one part that we think we are going to use, and even as it is right now, we're trying to get angel investors in to be able to give us that bulk fund for us to do like a marketing program where we can have PR around telling the stories to the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we are right now.
I've heard that a lot of vitamins or natural products have issues marketing in social media. Has
Yeah.
ever that happened to you guys?
Well, it did not because one, all those social media sites are actually the the buyers around supplements and vitamins. It's because there are too many charlatans in the industry.
Oh.
So based on the fact that we've got science around what we're doing,
Uh-huh.
and you can actually review and see peer-reviewed documentations and scientific validations in the university environment, it becomes easier for them to accept it, knowing fully well that even if NCR and NI mention your products
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
mention your ingredients, it is a little bit safe. And
Right.
those ones are just going to tell you it does this, it does that, it does that without being able to prove it to you. So
Got it.
yeah, we got the challenges, we got things like, oh, Amazon will tell you, no, if you don't have this validation, you can't come onto our site, you can't say this. But
Mm-hmm.
then
Mm-hmm.
again, when we provide all the background test and background knowledge base around it, we always succumb and overcome all those requests from them.
Got it. Got it. So that's a great tip for all of the supplements brands. So sometimes they
Yeah,
don't know why they're rejecting them. Like I know that Amazon, they do tell you like very specific, but like maybe Facebook
specifically.
doesn't. So just like go and start, like you have to maybe invest that money into doing the trials and making sure you
Yes.
have
Yeah,
the
definitely.
support.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Um, are there any trends that you're seeing in the supplement wellness category that you're excited about?
The new trend and one that's exciting us right now is the anti-aging, where everybody wants to like, stay alive,
Yeah.
stay well. Everybody's wanting their skin to be, collagen is one of the biggest things right now in anti-aging, and everybody just wants to look younger. So
Yeah.
we're trying to find ways around. Oh, in our product in sorghum, oh, it's got these traits also. So we're really working out towards being able to come out with science that can support anti-aging. Although an antioxidant it helps,
Hmm.
but then again, going deeper means you can find other properties within it that assist anti-aging. So that's the
Hmm.
growing trend right now.
Definitely. I've consumed collagen for a long while. I take it with my coffee, and they have it in
A
a
lot
lot
of
of flavors, so it's cool.
yeah, a lot of ladies. We're doing tests right now to be able to extract part of the sorghum and put it inside body creams to see what the effect
Oh.
is on the body. That's a huge industry. It's
Mm-hmm.
a nutraceutical industry in terms of the cosmetic cosmet- cosmeticals,
Uh-huh.
whereby you could put the active ingredients of sorghum, which helps collagen. It's a big industry pertaining to anti-aging.
Yeah.
So we're definitely looking into that trend and looking at developing products that can help.
Very good. Very nice. That excites me too a lot. I like all of
Yes,
those
yeah,
products.
yeah.
Okay, talking about as we've already talked that there's a lot of trials and regulations on this industry. Anything
Yeah.
specifically that you've learned through working through these challenges?
Mm, it's the question is a little bit tricky in terms of what am I learning. It's almost like I've just put myself under that microscope where pharmaceuticals have put themselves. They spend so much money to make sure that they are, you know, dysregulated. And I've also learned that, you know what, if you can subject yourself to a little bit of what they subject themselves to, you become as transparent and as big, and the consumers take a liking to whatever you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
knowing fully well that you are thinking about them before you put your products out.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the key to all this, getting into science around natural products.
Love it because there's I heard hear this a lot in podcasts is that sometimes entrepreneurs make that mistake of thinking what do I want or how would I like it or how would I do it,
Yeah,
and they forget that they always have to think it's not you, it's the it's the
it's the
consumer.
consumer.
You have to think on
Consumer
that persona.
always.
Uh-huh. Correct.
First of all, that's the first protocol. What does the consumer want? How does the consumer see it? How does the consumer
Mm-hmm.
interact with your
Mm-hmm.
product?
Mm-hmm.
That's the key to successful company always.
Correct. How do you see African herbal medicine fitting into the modern wellness practices globally?
So where the latecomers coming into the entire world started
Mm-hmm.
from the TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, then came the
Mm-hmm.
Ayurvedic, the Indians, well established, probably because of the longer time of being doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And Africa is now coming third
Okay.
around. So I think we're probably going to be the champions around being able to say we've got so much in the continent, and this is how we've done it to get to this stage.
Mm-hmm.
So we all just probably need to support ourselves and try and elevate other natural products that do wonderful things and come to symposiums, come to exhibitions. So, and those champions, like I said, if we could definitely succeed with the PR play that we want to do on Sogo, it gives everybody else on the continent the ability to be able to do the same. Like I said, I studied the ashwagandha marketing
Mm-hmm.
strategies.
Mm-hmm.
And when we started, ashwagandha was not even known.
Yeah.
We started this company about 26, 27 years ago.
Okay.
I didn't know ashwagandha until about 5 years ago. And
Uh-huh.
now there's an ashwagandha council in India that vets all the ashwagandha that leaves the continent of India for extraction globally. And it's as a result of all the information, all the tests,
Mm-hmm.
all the scientific data that's been showered upon it, that's giving it that popularity globally. So the
Mm-hmm.
same thing will have to do for African herbs. There are compendiums that have been created. So it just needs for one or two good companies to take all those compendiums, subject them to science, and tell the story.
Correct.
Probably be able to match up with what traditional medicine and Ayurvedic is doing also.
So, for a couple companies to believe in it and be loud about it, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Period. That's
Period.
it.
Okay, for listeners that are maybe interested in creating a supplement brand or starting out in this industry, any advice that you would give them?
Believe in exactly what products you think you're pushing out,
Mm-hmm.
and now follow other successful natural products that are out there. Because really, nobody is inventing the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
It's just things that maybe came from your grandmother that's been using it for years, and you think you can actually put it out there for people to use. So, like I always said, or like I postulated, there is no new thing that's been created. Follow successful companies that have done it. Don't try and see what they've done. Put a little bit of science into the supplements or herbs that you're using. Let the packaging be awesome and wonderful. And Bob's your uncle. Definitely, you'll get consumers, you'll get people that will believe in it, and you'll be successful, definitely.
Love it. And yeah, like as you're saying, not reinventing the wheel. Sometimes it's just giving it a little bit of touch of something different. For example, there's a
Yes.
brand that I like a lot. It's an electrolyte brand. They're called Element.
Yeah.
And before, like most of the electrolytes that you could find on the market, sure they were electrolytes which have salt, but they also, to make them
Yeah.
taste good, they had sugar in it. So it was like, okay, you're
Yeah.
consuming salt, but then you're consuming a lot of sugar, and so like, what's the point? And what they did is that they just created the salt packages, but they didn't put sugar. They put stevia, which is a natural sweetener, and now they taste good, but then they're also healthier for you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. What mindset has helped you stay resilient while building the Jobelyn?
Never giving up.
Mhm.
You can't give up.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Once you set a goal, and where I set my own goal was what prompted me to start this. It was from an article that I read inside Fortune magazine about Amgen. Amgen is a biotech company in California that produces one product called Epogen. Epogen back then was doing $2.2 billion
Wow.
on one single product.
Wow.
And what that single product was giving was it replaces blood post-operative procedures. And this is me now comparing that to sorghum, which we've actually used to like help people that did not want to take blood transfusion to push their blood up. And I thought myself, what if this is the natural version of that biotech company? And we could actually share this with the people that cannot afford
Mm-hmm.
Epogen or cannot afford to take blood transfusion, because we actually met with people that were in the Jehovah's Witnesses sect who don't touch blood transfusion.
Oh,
And that was
okay.
the begin. That was the beginning of how this product and big journey started. So
Mm.
that's the way I looked at it, and that's what really spurred us to get to, you know, push sorghum and Jobelyn into the world.
I love it because a lot of the times that's true. A lot, most of the people cannot afford certain stuff,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's helping the masses in a different way. All right, now let's talk a little bit about digital marketing. Um, are you currently using digital marketing to teach people about Jobelyn or reach new audiences?
So I've tried. Initially,
Okay.
when I got into digital marketing, it was just me playing around with all the channels that I know. That's
Mm-hmm.
the first channel I started with was Facebook, and I started doing Instagram. It took me a while to understand what TikTok is all about, so I've not even started. And I wasted a lot of funds trying to, think you could just create content, post it, and everybody in the world sees it. It took me a while to understand that there's a method to the madness of how you post. When you post, there's algorithms around all these social media platforms, and you need an expert who understands intricately how these things are done.
Yeah.
So it meant I wasted so much time, so much funds in trying to do it myself.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Zero came out of it. So I now had to get what you call expert advice, see
Mm-hmm.
what they've done, look at what they are doing, and now see how I can inject it into what I'm doing, which was what spawned me into trying to look for investors to get funds, because digital marketing is expensive.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It is expensive. Let me give you one scenario. Even if you wanted to target the target audience we have for natural products, let's say there are 3 states in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
For you to target them, maybe for just one, about 25 to 30,000, and that would probably be for you to do it for 3 straight months to be able to get what you call A/B testing to get the real people that you want to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
So it took me a while to understand that. Then now give it to somebody that knows how to work the back engines and execute on. So I know that I can't think I have $1,000 to spend on Facebook, spend on Instagram, and somebody tells you, you get 1,000 likes. It took me a while to even understand I don't need likes. I
Yeah.
need buyers.
Correct.
Everyone told to me, oh, we'll give you 10,000 likes. The hell does 10,000 likes do for me? No, I need 20 buyers. That's all I need.
Exactly.
So it takes a while for you to understand what digital marketing is all about and all the lingos, all the jargons.
Yeah.
Everybody's out there trying to make a few more you. So you need to get the right person to school you and use it to educate and make your business profile very good.
Yeah, 100%. And the platforms have been also to their benefit, like they've been becoming a little bit more complicated, so that way they
Complicated.
earn more money, because you
Yeah.
you think you're doing a campaign. Sometimes they like recommend you to do a campaign this way, and it's not really the way to go, because then you're just
So
showing the ad to everybody.
everybody is just wasting your time.
Yes, correct. And 100%. So that's why sometimes you need somebody that's done, like, that does that all day, every day, and already like,
All day. That's what they do. Yeah. It's
yeah.
being able to outsource it to somebody who knows what they're doing. So before I actually signed up with one or two of them, I had to like do references.
Mm-hmm.
Who you've done it before. I wanted to see data.
Mm-hmm.
Where you moved this company from this to this within my industry. Because I don't want somebody that's very good with cars to now be talking to me that does supplements.
Uh-huh.
It makes no difference. You understand? So
Yeah,
that's how it is.
got it. Okay, and from, so I guess that you started yourself, now you're working with somebody else. Have you found, or that person has found, any digital channels that work, that perform better for
So
your brand?
yeah, the digital channel that we will start with will be Facebook and Instagram, and later on, based on the target audience that we want to talk to, we will do TikTok. TikTok is
Oh,
not strictly, but you will get the Gen Zs
yeah.
and probably a little bit of the underlines of the millennials.
Uh-huh.
Our target audience is probably not within the Gen Z people
Okay.
right now,
Uh-huh.
but maybe later on.
Yeah.
So we need to be extremely focused on our target audience. What channels do they play with? What channels do they go to? And stick to Facebook, Instagram for now. Later on, things like even what do you call this? Reddit. Reddit is now starting to
Mm-hmm.
do a little bit of commercial advertising
Yeah.
to their target audience. That target audience actually speaks to people that we want to talk to also. So we can find a little bit of people there also. So it's extremely very um, directional. You need to
Yeah.
know where you're going to be able to like people that will talk and like your product.
So you guys do like, you do campaigns every month, like you have a budget per month to do in Facebook and things like that? Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Okay, got
Definitely.
it.
Yeah.
And have you
Yeah.
guys ever done Google Ads?
Well, I did Google Ads initially. It was one of those things that I wasted money on. I
Mm-hmm.
did not understand what I was doing. And so right now, it's not done Google Ads. What I wanted to do was redesign the entire website so that it's SEO compliant. So that even if
Yeah.
you're not even doing Google Ads, your website doesn't work by itself because it's compliant with SEO and what people are searching for.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So you're working on that website right now. That's why you're,
Oh,
got it.
definitely,
Cool.
yes.
Okay. All right. What is the biggest challenge that you faced or you face with digital marketing at the moment?
Oh,
That's a hard one.
on just it's just probably understanding the fact that they'll tell you the algorithms change almost probably on a monthly basis or on a quarterly basis. So you
Hmm.
need to do things you did last week. You need to do them
Oh
differently
yeah.
this week.
Oh
I want to
yeah.
keep up with that. Yeah.
That's annoying because yeah, sometimes you have a campaign that's working beautiful, and then the next week stops, and you're like,
Yes.
"What is going on?" You have to start the campaign from scratch.
All exactly.
Yeah, agreed. Um, all right. Well, thank you so much, Beam, for sharing your journey and your insights.
Yeah.
Where can people learn more about you and about Jobling?
Yeah, you can go to the website is www.jobelyn.us. Jobelyn is spelled JOBELYN.us to get as much information there. If you're very inventive or scientific, you press Jobelyn and science and Jobelyn and trials. Things will come up on the first page where you can read all the science. We've got all the science on the website also.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Yeah.